This time I put on some adhesion promoter for the primer because as I was standing, I was looking at some spots that the reason why I was chipping is because there wasn't enough bondage going on. So I'm going to try this, and then I'm going to try a different kind of primer instead of the other stuff. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes since I put on that adhesion promoter. Next up, I'm going to put on this epoxy primer. It's a 2K primer, meaning that has a hardener in it. I think the reason why I had rust on the primer from my last time is because I used a lacquer-based primer, and it sat for so long, and some of the air and the elements got underneath the primer and caused it to bubble up. So I'm going to try this epoxy primer. Hopefully it does a better job than the other stuff. Plus, it probably won't sit as long this time.
The engine groans a heavy sigh beneath the rusted hood. I'm doing double shifts just like the foreman said I should. Counting copper pennies while the silver slips away. Just a ghost inside the machine at the breaking of the day. My boots are worn to nothing and my hands are stained with oil, digging for a future in this unforgiving soul. Every hour traded is a debt that's never paid, in the shadow of the factory where the weary hearts are laid. It's a God-forsaken slow burn to the promised land, with a dream held tight in a callous shaking hand. I'm scraping for the coin just to fuel the side machine, the only ticket out of here that this valley's ever seen. Yeah, it's a long road walking when you're pushing against the tide, with a fire in the belly and nowhere left to hide. Late night in the garage with a single hanging light, turning scrap into a legacy in the middle of the night. They call it a side hustle, I call it my only breath. The difference between living and a slow and quiet death. Paycheck to the landlord, paycheck to the state, leaving just a fragment for the hand of fickle fate. I'm starving out the present just to feed the coming years, buying back my freedom with a bucket full of tears. Hell, it's a God-forsaken slow burn to the promised land, with a dream held tight in a callous shaking hand. I'm scraping for the coin just to fuel the side machine, the only ticket out of here that this valley's ever seen. Yeah, it's a long road walking when you're pushing against the tide, with a fire in the belly and nowhere left to hide. They say the sun is rising, but I only see the smoke. Life is just a punchline to a cruel and heavy joke. But I've got a blueprint and a stubborn kind of pride, and a getaway vehicle parked deep down inside. It's a God-forsaken slow burn to the promised land, with a dream held tight in a callous shaking hand. I'm scraping for the coin just to fuel machine, the only ticket out ahead that this valley's ever seen. Yeah, it's a long road walking when you're pushing against the tide, with a fire in the belly and nowhere left to hide. Just a little more copper, just a little more time, climbing up the mountain of this never-ending climb. Slow burn, keep it burning. Slow burn, wheels are turning.
Alright, well that does it for today. I got the hood sanded and primed. The sanding took a little longer than I expected to, but that's done. Now I just need to wait for the stuff to harden, as you can see it right there. Be about a week from now, so it should be good and solid. Try and get some buffing in, but my phone is running out of space, so I'll get those videos done before I can do that one. That'll be a different day. So until next time, see ya.